In a game with so many moving parts, one position remains constant through the chaos of each shift: the goaltender. Standing tall between the pipes, goalies represent the black and white symbol between defeat and victory. On the surface, their job seems relatively simple. Either they stop the puck or they don't. Goaltenders carry the weight of each game on their shoulders, knowing that each shot they face becomes their responsibility to stop. With many pro players able to reach up to 100 miles per hour on any given slap shot, it seems hard to believe anyone would willingly choose to be the last line of defense between solid cold rubber and the back of a net. We sat down with Amherst goaltenders Nathan Lewin and Andrei Makarov to get a look inside the mind of a goalie.
Katie Gaus, the hype for this game is nationwide around the National Hockey League. How are things less than 2 hours away from face-off, Katie?
Thanks, Gary. I'm here at the First Niagara Center in Buffalo, just hours away from the first puck drop between the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres, Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel, and I'm joined now by Vice President of Public Relations with the Sabres, Mike Gilbert. Mike, the media has certainly made a big deal out of this game, but what has it meant to you guys right here in Buffalo?
Yeah, it's been great.
The Stanley Cup Finals continue from the Consol Energy Center in Pittsburgh tonight as the Penguins hit the ice for Game 2 against the San Jose Sharks. Now, Pittsburgh leads this series 1-0 after a late goal from Nick Bonino earned them a 3-2 victory in that opening game. Now, Game 1 marked the first time that these two teams had met since December 1st, which means that tonight, both teams have a better idea of what they're up against. One factor that could affect the Penguins heading into this game, too, is the possible absence of Brian Rust. The young forward suffered a hit to the head in Game 1 and was named day-to-day, but he did participate in this morning's skate. Coach Mike Sullivan said that he will be a game-time decision. Now, the Sharks are 5-1 after suffering a loss in this postseason, so expect a much better effort from them tonight as they look to even the series before heading back to San Jose. Thanks, Gary. I'm here at the Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario for Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the London Knights and the Erie Otters. Now, Erie enters this game trailing London 2-0, looking for that all-important first win of the series if they want to send things back home. Well, thanks, Gary. I'm back at the Budweiser Gardens for Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals between the Erie Otters and the London Knights, in what could be the Otters' last game of the season if they don't turn things around in this series, and quickly.
Katie Gaus has made the trip to Paul Brown Stadium, where she gives us the pregame scoop just a couple hours before kickoff. Katie?
Thanks, Gary. I'm here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati for the highly anticipated AFC wildcard game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, AFC North rivals, taking it out here tonight. And the weather's holding up. It's about 48 degrees. It's breezy. The fans are starting to roll in. I've seen a good bit of black and gold already. Now, this matchup features the first matchup between these two teams in 10 years. They have not faced off in the postseason in 10 years, and this game also marks the Steelers' 28th playoff appearance, giving them the most in NFL history. Now, the big story heading into tonight's game, as it always seems to be, who's missing the inactives for the Steelers? That is D'Angelo Williams. He went down in the Cleveland game. Tonight, he will be replaced on the field by the efforts of Fitzgerald Toussaint and Jordan Todman, both stepping in trying to help that running game. And for the Bengals, they will be without their starting quarterback, Andy Dalton. He went down early in December against the Steelers, and the team has been led ever since by A.J. McCarron. He will be leading them out here again tonight in his first playoff start, and he'll be facing the veteran QB, Ben Roethlisberger, making his 16th playoff appearance, entering this game with a record of 10-5, hoping to get 11. And earlier, Gary, I saw Martavis Bryant walking out, really taking it in, checking out the field. Now, if you remember earlier in the week, Ben challenged Bryant to step up his game, and he accepted that challenge, so expect to see a big one from him tonight. Now, the Bengals may have home field advantage, but this history is stacked against this team. They have not won a single playoff game under head coach Marvin Lewis, and they have also not won a playoff game since about 1990, so not a great record there, but the Steelers also not having won since 2010. Both teams really going to be hoping to change that playoff history here tonight. They've been taking the field. The fans are rolling in. It's going to be a great game. For now, from Cincinnati, I'm Katie Gaus. Back to you, Gary.
The Amherst outdoor game is quickly approaching, and with the outdoor game comes the outdoor alumni game. Are you excited to be getting on the ice today and playing with these guys again?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, the ice part is going to be fun.
So you had a little bit of experience on the Amherst and Sabres, so who's going to win tonight?
Oh, the Amherst, of course.
Anyone you're looking forward to playing with that you haven't gotten on the
ice with in a while?
You know what? Just all of them. I just don't want to be on the same line with Rob Rake.
Katie Gaus is with the prep football team tonight in DuBois for the big matchup. Katie, set the stage for us.
Thanks, Gary. I'm here at E.J. Mansell Stadium in DuBois for the PIAA state semifinals game between Cathedral Prep and Bishop McDevitt. Now, these teams no strangers to each other, facing each other 3 times at this stage. McDevitt coming away with 2 of the 3 victories. Success has been coming in both ends of the ice, both offensive and defensive. Is that kind of how you're trying to define yourself as a player?
Yeah, I think I'm a two-way.
I'm here at the First Niagara Center in Buffalo for one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the season. Former Otter and Oilers center Connor McDavid going head-to-head with Sabres center Jack Eichel for the first time since the 2 young stars were drafted at 1 and 2 respectively back in June of 2015. Now, McDavid missed the first matchup back in December due to a broken collarbone, but since then the young star is back and playing as well as ever. Since returning from injury, McDavid has earned 17 points in just 14 games. I'm here at Heinz Field for a big matchup today, one of the best happening in this Week 15 between the only 2 teams with winning records. As you can see, they're taking the field behind me now for warm-ups. It's the Steelers versus the Broncos.
Fully loaded offense ready to score, a strong defense on the blue line, and a hot rookie goaltender between the pipes. The Amerks' quest for 7 begins tonight.